Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com. Today is February 1st, so that means February Stamp Club. Yay! So we are using the Lift Me Up bundle for this month's Stamp Club. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the 3 cards that I've designed for this month's club, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the video to create these cards. Here is one of them, super fun. Here is the other one. And here is the final one, which I think might be one of my favorites. I absolutely love the simplicity of it, but it's super cute. All right, so I will give you more details about Stamp Club during the video, and I'm going to show you how to create these 3 cards. And get started with our first card. So you will receive a kit like this from me in the mail, and this will have, like I said, all the consumable items, nothing pre-stamped. But everything will be pre-cut for you, and you will get envelopes with these 3 cards. I do now have a piece for me that's already stamped, but you would be getting this classic label punch unstamped. Alright, so like I said, our card base is the Peekaboo Peach. This is cut 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of the Designer Series paper. This is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And this paper is double-sided, so you get a lot of variety in that set. And the only way to get that paper, like I said, is through the Celebration flyer. So you do need to have a minimum $50 order to do that, but it is a great option. Okay, we are using the Lots of Label framelits. I have one cut in the Peekaboo Peach and one in Whisper White. We are going to do a little bit of stamping. My soft sky. I actually did use the soft sky for the clouds. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. So that was another color. Okay, and let me find myself. Let me just put a piece of paper under my label, because I am going to stamp off a little bit. So I'm going to ink up my cloud. This is the smaller cloud. And I'm going to stamp a few of these. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my Night of Navy. And we are using the larger balloon in the Lift Me Up. I'll open my Night of Navy, ink that balloon up real well. That looks good. And then we're going to stamp that balloon. Just like that. Okay, so now we can go ahead and adhere the white label to the Peekaboo Peach. Sure that looks lined up there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, now we'll add some more Fast Fuse. You can use the adhesive of your choice. I just love my Fast Fuse. Okay, and then I do have this kind of angled on the card. Alright. And then I already have my sentiment stamped. But what you can tell in this stamp set, the sentiments, some of them are doubled. So 2 lines. I actually just inked up the top of this image on the edge of the ink pad. So I only got the top line, and that's how I stamped this for the classic label punch that I used. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add a few dimensionals. I will use the edge of my dimensionals here. Okay, it's a great way to use up your edges on this classic label. So I'm going to put a few of those. And I'm going to put "You Soar Above the Rest" right there. And now I did not put an inside layer on this card, but you could definitely then stamp any of the sentiments from the Lift Me Up on the inside. So that completes the first card. Super fun and bright. Again, this could be used for male or female, which is another reason why this set is so versatile. Okay, so now we will move on to create the second card. And I'm going to pull out the materials for that. I'm going to set the envelope to the side. So we do have our card base as Smoky Slate, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let me give this a nice tight crease. Okay. I'm using another piece of the Designer Series paper. That is the Celebration. This is cut 4 by 5 1/4. So we can go ahead and adhere this. Okay. And you can choose to have your design going this way or this way. I just thought, I felt like it was a little bit more playful going this way. Okay. All right. So now I have two pieces of paper. These are cut the exact same size. So this is Watermelon Wonder and Whisper White. And those are cut 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I am just going to use these to kind of layer just like that in the center of our card. So first I'm going to go ahead and stamp my clouds. I am using both the larger cloud and the smaller cloud on this card. So I'm going to bring back in that soft sky. I'm going to ink up the bigger cloud here. And I'm going to stamp one of those there. And one about there. Clean that. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the smaller cloud. Let me just make sure that's straight. And then I'm going to put one here. Maybe another one over there. And I think I'll do one over here. Okay. Alright. And then I will enclose the 3 pre-cut balloons for you. So there's one large one and 2 smaller ones. I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment so that I can know where to place my balloons. So for this one we are using Sending Smiles Across the Miles. So let me line this up. Make sure I'm straight. It doesn't look straight to me. Alright, and then we're going to stamp that in the Watermelon Wonder. Right here along the bottom. Okay, just like that. Okay, so I do have a scrap piece of Whisper White here, and we're going to go ahead and do our balloons. So I'm going to ink up that large balloon in the Watermelon Wonder, and we're going to get that stamped. And then we're going to use the smaller balloon from that set to stamp our other 2. So we're going to do one of those in Mint Macaron and one of those in the Peekaboo Peach. Okay, let me clean my stamp. And then we're going to go right into the Peekaboo Peach. So I will enclose 2 pieces of Whisper White for you to be able to stamp your images. Alright, let me set these to the side. We're going to go ahead and die cut these. So I'm going to bring in my framelits. And we can cut 2 of these at once here. So there's our 3 balloons. Let me set those to the side here. Alright, so now we can go ahead and adhere. I am going to put a little bit of fast fuse in the center of my white piece, and then I'm just going to try to do this just a little angle so you see a little bit of that pretty watermelon wonder. Right, and then we're going to bring back in those dimensionals, and we're going to put dimensionals on our balloons. Let's put our 1 balloon there. The next one we're going to use is the mint macaron, and I am not going to pop that one up. I'm just going to put that one flat, and I'm going to kind of hide that in there by the watermelon wonder. And then we're going to use another dimensional on the Peekaboo Peach. And then this one we're going to put up and over. Okay. And then on the inside of this card, I chose to stamp 1 more balloon. So I'm going to use that littler balloon, and I'm going to bring back that watermelon wonder to just tie that in. And again, with this stamp set, there's lots of options for sentiment. So you can definitely use a sentiment on the front of your card as well as on the inside, which I like to do. Okay, so that completes card number 2 for this month. Super cute, fun. All right, now we can move on to the third one. And the third one might be my favorite. I absolutely love the colors. It's very simple. But I love the way it just really pops off the card. I have used some of those enamel dots, and I just love it. Super fun. Okay, so let me grab the last thing of materials. Let me set these envelopes to the side. I can reuse those in the next kit. Okay, so I have pre-cut your Night of Navy balloon. You will have the little love note. Now, it will not be stamped for you, but for the purposes of the video, mine is stamped so that we're ready to go. I do have 2 clouds already cut for you. You will get a Whisper White piece, and this is for the inside of your card. Night of Navy is cut 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then you have a piece of Pool Party that is cut 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we can lay down our inside layers. Here, our inside layer and then our top layer. And then I can go ahead and show you how we did the balloon. I just love this set. Okay, so our Whisper White goes there. Let's take our Pool Party. Oops. Okay, we can get that put down. Just like that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is you will have all of the pieces to build your balloon. So this is how this will go. You have that little moon shaped piece, that's the top. You have the larger, wider piece next. Then this third piece. then the skinny piece, and then this piece, okay? And then from the die, I've actually cut off the basket portion because that is where we are going to attach our love note. Okay, so those are going to layer just like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll stamp our sentiment, so we'll get that down and in place first. And for this card, we used just a note to lift your spirits. Let me grab that. And let me line this up. And then we're going to stamp that in the Night of Navy. And I'm just going to sit that to hold my card in place. That's not fully inked up. That looks better. Okay. Let me make sure I'm straight. I'm going to put that here in the left lower corner. Okay. Let me close up my ink so I don't get my fingers in it. Alright, and then we can go ahead and lay down the larger cloud, so we can use that to help us with placement of our balloon. That should be good. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do our balloon. So you are going to need fine tip glue or some sort of adhesive. What I'm going to do is I flip it over, so I'm looking at the back side, and I line up my pieces one at a time so that I know for sure that they're covering and aligned properly. So I'm going to do just a little bit of fine tip glue here on the top. And then I'm going to take that top piece and I'm going to get this lined up just like that. So I can tell when I flip it that it is covering and it's properly aligned. Then I'm going to come back and put some more glue for that next layer. Okay, so there's our balloon. Alright, so I will bring back in our card. I'm going to flip this over now, and I'm going to use some fast fuse over all of these layers. And my balloon is kind of slanted, so I want it to look like it's flying away. Okay, give that a nice little press. I'm going to put a dimensional onto the back of our love note. And you'll want to stamp your love note. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to use a dimensional for this balloon. You could put this on either side. Maybe we'll put it on this side this time of your balloon. And we're going to layer that on top. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to use my enamel dots. These are the Peekaboo Peach ones from the In Color enamel shapes. And I'm going to take 4. I can get this up here. There we go. 4 of those. And I'm just going to line those up here. It just gives it a nice little pop on the card. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab 1 heart. And I'm going to put the heart right there. Just like that. Okay. And that completes the third card in February 2017 Stamp Club. So I hope you've enjoyed these projects. I think these are really cute and can be used for many different reasons. So I do hope that you participate in this month's club. Once again, all you need to do is have a $35 minimum order in my online store. But again, keep in mind it is celebration, so you might want to choose to do a $50 order so that you can choose your free celebration item, which could be the Carried Away Designer Series paper, so that you can create more of these cards. You can find a PDF to this on my blog at theirishscrapper.com, and you can see here by choosing to spend $50 in my online store, you will qualify to get a free celebration item, and your free celebration item can be the Carried Away Designer Series paper. That is the Designer Series paper that I used to create our projects for this month's club. So, to meet your minimum, I have a few suggestions for you. You can choose to order whatever you'd like. You can choose to order the Lift Me Up stamp set by itself, because being a part of Stamp Club, you will get all of the consumable items to create the 3 cards. So I will have everything already pre-cut for you and ready to go. But if you wanted to make more in the future, you will then need the bundle, which would include the framelits. So hopefully this isn't too confusing, but you have a few options. You know, you can choose to purchase the Lift Me Up stamp set and get a few of the ink colors that we're using today. So I'm using Watermelon Wonder, Night of Navy, Peekaboo Peach, and Mint Macaron, as well as some of the enamel shapes that are the in-color enamel shapes. So you would get a whole pack of all the different in colors. That would get you to a $56 order, and then you would qualify for the free Carried Away Designer Series paper. So that's one option. Another option is to purchase the bundle. So that would be the stamp set with the framelits, as well as the enamel shapes. That would also qualify you for the free celebration item. Or you could do the bundle with one of the ink pad colors if you happen to have some of these colors already in your collection. If you choose one color with the Lift Me Up bundle, that would also qualify you for the free celebration item. So there's just a few options to consider, just so you guys know. I hope that's helpful. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Also be sure to use the Hostess code that I'm going to put up on the screen of the video. I'll also put in the description of the video, and leave your contact information so I know who to send your card kit to. And other than that, I think we're all set. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to being back with you soon. Bye-bye.